Hey guys, this is Viren with Informatica University, and today we are going to do a quick demo on the student portal dashboard link that you would be receiving once you register for an on-demand lab with Informatica University. And in today's agenda, I'll quickly cover the welcome email template that you'll be receiving once you register for any lab, any on-demand lab. And then I will go over the student portal dashboard link with different options on the user interface. And then lastly, you will be receiving a threshold email once you use 75% of the lab. And we have a template for that as well that goes out to all the users that have used 75% of our labs. The first template is with the registration of any on-demand lab. And in this case, I've registered for data quality advanced techniques, which is a 30-hour lab. And in the beginning of the email, this email says that it's available for 30 hours or 90 days, whichever comes first. And if any additional time is needed, it'll take you through a different link once you click here to purchase any additional lab hours. So also a very couple of very important notes. One is that there are no extensions possible because these are automated systems, and if a lab expires, there is no way for us to recover that particular image. All we use a cloud platform to deploy all our applications, so we have to make sure that we use the VM time based on the lab modules or the lab exercises. Uh, the second part of the email shows how you can start your environment, and I will click here once we go to the rest of the parts of the email. And the second note is that you'll have to stop the VM from the student portal link, which I'll show you in a moment, before even closing the browser or the RDP session. Because if you close the browser before you stop the VM time keep, keeps click continuing and it won't necessarily stop. So we have to make sure that the VM is in stop state before we close the browser. And then there's a quick demo video, which is this of how to access and manage your environment. And then the VM login credentials are present in email. At the moment, it's Ash, but then when you receive an email, you'll have the login and the password. And then below, you have quick links for frequently asked questions. And then additional assistant is something that you can reach the Informatica University technical support to open any tickets with regards to the assistance that you'd require. And then we have different articles based on cancellation, knowledge base, support videos, etc. So let's go ahead and click on this link. And once I click on this link, it will take me to a page similar to this. So on the top right, you will be receiving you'll be noticing a name of your first and last name, and then the application name, the course description, and the application status. So in this particular case, I've started all the applications, and so you see that the stop and start buttons are grayed out. But once you click on these VMs, once you select these VMs, uh, the buttons are active now. So because this VM is already running, you can see that this particular VM can be stopped but cannot be started. But again, if it's vice versa. Uh, so, so you can scroll the VM name tab to look at the full name of the VM, and you have the VM OS if it's a Windows or a Linux. Then you have the public IP, the class name that's going on, and then the VM Connect functionality and the status of the VM if it's running or not. And then what we've done is we've also provided the username and passwords here so that you can easily access these credentials once you connect to a different VM. So let's go ahead and connect to the Windows client machine, which is this one as shown, and then I'll click on Connect VM, and I have to click on Connect again, and it will directly take me to the Windows home. Uh, so this is where you will start your labs, and you will start the Informatica services, and then as per your lab guides, you will be following the instructions uh, to perform the lab modules and exercises. And we have a couple of other Linux VMs as well. And if you want to connect to this Linux VMs directly, you can just click on Connect VM. It'll take you to a to another tab where you can directly access this particular box. So it's already logged in because the credentials are already present there, and we've made sure that this logs in automatically. And you can access these VMs outside the VM and then from within the VM if that is required by the instructions mentioned in your lab guides. So it's same for Linux, and all Linux VMs can be accessible from outside the box, sorry, outside the Windows client and within the client, Windows client as well. So uh, these are the options that are present on the UI, and then this particular page has an automatic refresh option that it refreshes if, for example, if the VM is in stop state or start state, uh, it will automatically refresh to change the state if it does not change. And then we have some of the FAQs mentioned from the email. You can go ahead and read all the FAQs by clicking on the link in this email, in the welcome email right here. So all the FAQs are provided there. If you experience any issues or any difficulty, most of the answers are provided here. But if you need any additional assistance, any support, technical support, you can open a ticket with us using this link here, which says additional assistance. Uh, and then let's look at the template for the 75% usage. So this is something that you would be receiving if you used 75% of your email of your lab. I'm sorry. Uh, so in this scenario, I've used 23 hours out of the 7 hours that are available for me. And then once I've used that, I'll be receiving this email just like an alert saying that 7 hours are still remaining. And then on the bottom, the same quick links, same FAQs have been provided here. Uh, yeah, and then we would recommend you to use the lab hours on the long intervals, long periods of time instead of doing short intervals because these are self-paced labs. And yeah, and please make sure to stop the VMs whenever they are not in use so that it won't eat up the time that's available for you. And that should be pretty much it. These are the options and the different ways that you can approach and connecting a VM. Uh, so that's pretty much it, guys. And if you have any additional support that you would require, please click on additional assistance at any point of time, and one of us will be able to help you with the issues that you're experiencing. Okay, folks, thank you and have a good day.